Oh, thanks. I couldn't decide what I wanted to work on tonight, and so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna put log commissions or if I'm gonna put world building. I don't know what the fuck to put, so there you go. Done. Beautiful. Hi. How are you guys? How's your Tuesday? Nice. Flexing cats, Ando. I like it. So. Lots of Pokemon Go goodness. Excellent, excellent. The cats are how my day has been. Well, that's good. Flexing cats is a good way to have a day. Bring that mic down just a little bit. What do you guys want to work on tonight? So far, I've got line art for these guys. I'm not in the mood to draw weapons tonight, if I'm honest. I could draw this guy, but I'm kind of not in the mood for that either, so... I guess we're world building, maybe? Maybe I'll work on the alpha dragons. That, actually. Let's do an alpha dragon. Let's work on that, I guess. Yeah, this sounds good. I don't feel like doing anything. Whenever I don't know what to do, I default to dragons. Well, good. That's what we're doing, I guess. I feel like Earth Eater needs to be a little bit bigger, though. I feel like he should take up more space on this page. Or maybe I should just overlay them. Probably separate these guys into their own document, actually. Let's... I've spent, like, the whole week working on stuff for work, so, like... The air and water ones get their formal names. Water one is definitely Abyssal Serpent. The air one, I can't decide. Maybe Sky Sealer. I don't know. Couldn't really decide on that one, to be honest. I can't think of a good name for it. I feel like this dude needs to be, like, a little bit bulkier up front, too. Chunkier. Up in this region here. Flappy Boy. That's it. That's the one. Name now. That awesome god of the air is now the Flappy Boy. Perfect name. 10 out of 10. Don't worry about it. Neck a little longer. Maybe his head be bigger. I was watching Ron world build the other week and was just like, I want to do that. So I did. Well, let's do some line art, friends. Do it. I mean, really, this is just like concept art. It's not even like official art. I just kind of want to line art it and make it look pretty, and then that way it's ready to go if we ever need it for something. Or maybe I shouldn't. I don't actually know if I'm gonna need either of these any of these angles. They should just color it. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'm so indecisive tonight. I'm sorry. Oh, God. The anxiety is real high. It hasn't even been a bad day. It's been actually a pretty decent day. I'm just freaking out and just screaming internally. No. I kind of want a world build, but, like, I don't have anything planned out for the sheet. So, like... I don't know what goes on this page. Or any of the pages. I don't know what to put on here. I didn't get a chance to, like, plan it out. I'm on tilt tonight, and I'm real sorry about that. How are you guys? I already asked you that. You can answer again if you want. If your mood has changed, let me know. gonna stare at this dragon for a minute and decide if I want to actually, like, do anything with it. I think I'm gonna clean up the line. I think I'm just gonna clean up the sketch maybe and color it. Because I feel like anytime I'm gonna do, like, formal art of these guys, it's gonna be based on this drawing, but it's not gonna be at this particular angle, so, like, I don't know if I really feel like going through and just, like, line arting the whole thing. Maybe I should just... Safeway near me is starting to sell pumpkin muffins, which is literally just pumpkin bread in muffin form. That sounds incredible. Nope, you know what? No. I spent so much time at work coloring my sketches. We're gonna do it. We're doing it. Don't worry about it. I never get to do actual line art at work, so here we go. Let's do some actual line art. I'm gonna stop being indecisive. I am all about making choices today, making good decisions. Freaking out a little bit over them. It's fine. I made chocolate mousse tonight with my dinner. It was alright. It's a little bit rich. But it's in there now, so... That's something that exists in my life that I did today. I also made this stuff called cloud bread, and it's basically just like low-carb bread that's made out of egg. It has like... it's literally like whipped egg whites, and it's actually really fucking good. But it's called cloud bread. Chocolate mousse is amazing, right? It's so good. It's a little on the rich side, so I kind of have a little bit of a headache, which I think might be partially why I'm freaking out so much about nothing. It's not even like a full, like, migraine kind of headache. I just, my head's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have eaten sugar. That would have probably been a good plan. But yeah, I made this stuff called cloud bread the other day, and it's really fucking good. I think I showed you guys pictures in the Discord. But, I had it on a burger today, and it was so good. Like... It tastes just like actual bread when you put it on, like, things, except it's not actual bread. So, no, that's the thing. Not that I can't have actual bread, it's just, like, it's extra sugar that I don't need, mostly. And I haven't actually had bread in a while because of that reason. I just really don't need more sugar in my life. I already eat too much sugar. Just egg. It does not have flour. It is, it's egg. You separate the egg and the yolk. The egg and the yolk. The whites and the yolk. You whip the whites into, like, a meringue. And then cream cheese and... No, yes. Cream cheese? Yes, cream cheese mixed with the egg yolk, and then you kind of mix it all together. So... It's like low carb. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it's like whipped egg whites and like cream cheese. So there's no yeast, there's no flour. Just egg whites, egg yolk, and just eggs and cream cheese. It doesn't taste like anything though. Like they're so like they taste like bread and they kind of feel like bread. They're really good. Just like a bun, like in a regular bun. It does kind of. It looks like a pancake, but it has like the consistency of like a soft hamburger bun. They're really soft. They look like bread. Pretty, what's up? Do I want to see a cool trick? Yes, I would love to see a cool trick. Teach me. Do me a trick. I imagine it's like gluten-free. In fact, I should give that recipe to Cass. Maybe Cass could actually eat that. You guys have never met Castwell. She is allergic to gluten. For real. Actually allergic to gluten. Might be good. I also had, what was it? On, it was it? Must have been Sunday, maybe it was? I had pizza with a, cauliflower crust? I was at Trader Joe's and I saw the, cauliflower. How do you pronounce that word? Somebody made fun of it. Made fun of me once for how I pronounced it, and I was like, what am I saying wrong? I don't understand. But yeah, it was a pizza crust, but it was made out of cauliflower, and so I was like, I'm gonna try that, just because. And I'm trying to eat, like, you know, less junk stuff, so, you know, here, I'll just do better, slightly better for you pizza. And it was actually alright. It doesn't taste like vegetables until it cools down, so if you can, like, eat the pizza while it's still hot, it tastes just like regular pizza crust. I found it got kind of a gross cauliflower taste when it got cold, though. Like, as the crust cooled down, it started to taste less delightful. That's okay. You hang out and listen. You do your difficult adult stuff. I'm sorry that you're doing difficult adult stuff. But yes, adult things are hard. You know what's stupid? Let me teach y'all a thing. Something that's stupid, right? So, a list of things that are stupid. How your body is like, hey, we need to survive. We have this, like, literal fight versus flight response. You know, like, I get mad anxiety because, like, oh my god, I think I'm in danger and I'm probably about to die. I should probably run. You know, anxiety. But, like, also, but like, also, the body's also like, hey, you know what you should eat right now? Sugar. You know what you should eat right now? A lot of sugar. Do lots of sugar all the time. Just forever. Always sugar. Vegetables? Fuck vegetables. Get vegetables out of here. Sugar. Like, y'all gonna make me have a panic attack, but then you're also gonna man sugar? Thanks, body. You're the best. This is the Earth Eater. I decided I wanted to draw him, so I'm gonna do that. I was not in the mood to do literally anything. I almost didn't want to stream tonight. I was just freaking out. Fine. 300 followers, yo. Yeah, right? We hit 300 followers. We haven't gone over 300. I don't know what we're gonna do. What do you guys want to do for 300 followers? Because somebody said raffle, but we already did a raffle, and I don't really have time for, like, more raffles, so... What Feels like a monster. Yeah, it's the Earth Eater. He's a big monster, and he's also dead. Speaking of bread, I made the most amazing sandwich today just by adding some pickles. I hate pickles, but I'm glad that you enjoyed your pickles. What kind of sandwich did you make that was improved so greatly by pickles? Yes, this creature that we're working on tonight is the Earth Eater, which is the alpha dragon that represents the land, and it's the dragon that the Veos kill in the Lorhandel timeline. The Veos learn a lot of their kind of fight me culture from this guy, and eventually they punch him and kill him. I assume that's how they do it anyway. I haven't really decided how they did it, but... My bog standard turkey sandwich with Swiss mayo, a slice of tomato, and wheat bread, but those pickle slices just made it taste incredible. Interesting. Glad that it was tasty. Honestly, like, nutrition stuff is so confusing. It's like, you talk to one person and they're like, carbs are bad, you can't eat carbs, no carbs. And you talk to another person and they're like, no, 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 you have to eat your carbs, and whole wheat is good for you, and rice is good for you, you have to eat the things. And then you talk to somebody else and they're like, no, you have to eat vegetables, and oh, it's like, who do you listen to? Maybe my body could just process food like a regular person. That would be great and helpful. Feel good and healthy eating trail mix, and also very good eating a bag of gummy bears, as long as it's not the sugar-free gummy bears, man. Popcorn is good for you, but also popcorn is bad for you. You know? Bread is good for you, but also bread is bad for you. Like, who do you trust? It's almost as if humans are a complex species with tons of diversity, right? Who needs gummy bears when you're already sweet? Literally everyone, because sugar-free gummy bears make you, like, it's like you ate Chipotle for, like, 6 days straight. I've never actually had that lovely experience, but trust me, if you need a good laugh, look up Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. You will not be disappointed. Lily, what's up? What's going on, friend? I'm complaining about nutrition stuff because eating is hard. Sounds gross? It is. Nutrition is hard since everyone is different and needs a diet tailored to them. It's still something I need to keep learning since I'm a professional trainer. There you go. I'm trying to just find more variety in my diet so I stop getting bored of stuff, because what ends up happening is, like, I have a couple, like, decent meals that I, like, that are good for you, you know, things like just, you know, grilled or, you know, baked, or I guess roasted is technically the term, but like meats that are, like, good for you, you know, and I don't eat a lot of, like, red meat, you know, I eat a lot of, like, fish and chicken and stuff, so, like, you know, doing a lot of, like, the good things that you're supposed to do. But then, like, at the same time, it's like I get bored, you know, like, after I've had stir fry for, like, you know, 2 weeks straight, I'm kind of bored of stir fry, and I just want to eat a big bowl of pasta. Or I want to get takeout on the way home because I don't want to fucking cook again. So I'm gonna have to cook the same thing I did yesterday again. So, like, I'm trying to find ways to, like, expand my diet a little bit so I stop getting bored. Like, I've added this just this week, talking to a friend of mine who's doing the keto diet, trying to, just find some, like, low-carb options. Not that I'm gonna totally commit to a keto diet, because I don't really understand it well enough, and I feel kind of uncomfortable just jumping right into it, because I don't really understand how it works. But just finding some, like, low-carb meals from that diet, just to give myself a little variety, and then maybe once, you know, a couple times a week or something, I'll just have things like the cloud bread. Just do that instead of buns, that's fine. Like, you know, like, little things like that. Not fully going into it just because, like I said, I don't understand nutrition. But if that makes sense, screw losing weight, bigger girls give better snuggles. You are not wrong. You are certainly not wrong. I also weigh so much more than I should. I don't want to be skinny. That's the thing. So, like, that's honestly where I'm at. Like, my sister is real fucking skinny. Like, she is a string bean. She is like 5'8" or something, and she is thin because she's a dancer, and I don't want to be as thin as her. I would like to be slightly pudgy. Like, at one point in my life, I weighed 185 pounds. I was decently curvy, you know, I could fit into most clothes. I was pretty comfortable, and I'm actually pretty comfortable now, too. Like, I'm alright with how I look. Every now and then I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, wow, you got a lot of fat on your back. That's pretty gross. But for the most part, I'm just kind of like, yeah, well, alright, that's just how it is, I guess. You know, that's the price I have to pay to eat dessert food. That's the other thing. To go on, like, a serious, strict diet, like a keto diet, you have to give up sugar. And, like, I need to cut back the sugar I eat, but I don't want to cut out sugar. I don't want to stop eating dessert. I really like chocolate chip cookies. I really fucking like ice cream. I don't want to cut that stuff out of my diet altogether. I just want to be smarter about how much I eat because I do not have any self-control and I'm literally the worst at that. So I weigh 110 pounds and I do not put on weight no matter what I eat. Oh man, you guys are so fucking lucky. I drink like a half a glass of like 2% milk and gain a pound. It's ridiculous. My body has like zero metabolism. It's uncanny. The keto's definitely tough and a bit complex for sure, but it works really well for losing weight. Just depends on what your goal is. Yeah. Hack of self-control is a mood. It is. So, like, I don't know. Like I said, I really like dessert food, and I really like... I actually really enjoy baking and cooking, so, like, I don't want to cut too much food out of my diet, because I do really genuinely enjoy food. I know I need to start making healthier choices so that I can continue to eat whatever the fuck I want, but maybe in a smarter way, you know? Like, instead of going to a fast food restaurant on the way home from work today, I made a homemade burger. I grilled it myself. I made sure not to put extra oil and stuff in it. I put it on cloud bread. I used, you know, like 1 slice of cheese, and I made homemade fries and made sure I put what I wanted on them. You know, it's like, just making the food at home instead of letting a fast food restaurant do it and get grease all over it. You know, like, just making little, small choices, I guess. Big boobs hurt, I should know. Yeah, same. All boobs are great, I agree. But also, yeah, big boobs suck. Don't let the media tell you that big boobs are great, because they're not. As someone with big boobs, I can tell you that they are the worst thing ever. Do not let the media trick you into thinking big boobs are this glorious, amazing thing. Because they aren't. All boobs are great no matter the size, and I'm not saying that big boobs are invalid. I'm just saying that they're not all they're cracked up to be. They are on par with every other type of boob. You have less. You just want something. I got you. I feel you. My sister was like that. She still thinks she's like that, but I agree. We went through this phase when we were a little bit younger where she was complaining about how fat she was getting, and I was looking at her like, you weigh like 100 pounds. Stop that. She doesn't do it anymore. At least since the last time I talked to her. You know, like, since the last time that topic came up or anything related to that topic, she hasn't complained about it. But it's like, fine. Stop complaining. I wish I weighed as little as you. I would also need to be a dancer full-time for that to happen, but, you know. Just stuff some tissues in. They finished most of his head, now I'm like, ugh. What's friggin' poppin'? It's Trixelbit, what's up? I don't know how old Lily is, so I don't know. We're drawing a Durgan. Because I didn't feel like working on commissions tonight, so I didn't. Here he is, doing his best. Not like a dragon in the normal sense, but that's okay. He's doing the most. Rock dragon, yeah. That's the one. It was a rock dragon. Nintendo KO'd me with the hype today. Right? Fucking right? Oh my god. Chandler and I didn't take our walk today because I was, like, dying at lunch. Like, I was just sitting there watching E3 and she went out and sat in her car and read a book. And I was just like, ah! Freaking out at my desk. The new girl was looking at me like, are you okay? It was so hard not to actually, like, real talk, it was so hard not to, like, outwardly freak out about stuff. And, like, I'm not a huge fan of Metroid or anything. Like, not that I don't like Metroid. I just never played a Metroid game, like, in any serious capacity. So, like, when I saw Ridley, I wasn't, like, super fucking excited the way I would have been about, like, a new Pokemon game, for example. But I was just sitting there like, they actually fucking did it. Oh my god, they actually fucking did it. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. So good. I'm so ready. I missed quite a bit of it, though, because I was at work. Obviously, the aforementioned work nonsense. But I did manage to catch the end of the Smash Brothers thing and then rewatched it on, what the fuck is going on with this rock here? What was I doing? I did manage to catch the end of the Smash Brothers one and then had to go back and rewatch it, and I watched a little bit of the Pokemon Let's Go one. And I'm still on the fence about that, but that's fine. Otherwise, I'm pretty fucking hyped. MHW, I don't know what that stands for. I know the other one's Final Fantasy, but... yeah, that's a lot of characters. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if anybody else gets this feeling, but I kind of get the feeling that this might be the last Smash Brothers. I don't know. Does anybody else get that feeling? Like... or at least the last one by that developer? I didn't get to see that, I guess. Also, you're like the meme king, so I have absolutely no idea if you're joking or not, so take that for what you will. Sakurai hates Smash Bros. He hasn't wanted to do one since Melee. Yeah, I don't know, I get this feeling that he's like, this is gonna be his last one and he's going out with a bang kind of thing. Sucker's been wanting out on development. Yeah, it just kind of feels like they're like... it kind of feels like they're throwing, like, all their eggs in a basket right now. Because they're putting everybody from all the previous games in. So, I don't know, it kind of feels like that's their way of saying we're done. You know, here's a game with everything that you loved, and it's all here, and it's all ready to go, and please stop asking for more Smash. Smash is his baby, but he hasn't wanted to work on it in forever. I really like the Switch. I think the Switch is one of their strongest consoles so far. The fact that it's HD and it's portable is ridiculous. I mean, there was one Saturday, I think it was, I had to go and get my car repaired, and since it wasn't going to take them like a super long time and I didn't have a ride, you know, home, I just brought my Switch with me and sat in the lobby of the Midas and played, I just sat in the lobby of the Midas and played, fucking Roxwork, I don't know. And played Breath of the Wild for like 2 hours. Because I didn't have anywhere to be, so I just sat and played video games in the lobby for 2 hours. It was awesome. I don't know, I like the Switch a lot. I think the Switch is one of their best consoles so far. And that's in with things like the GameCube in mind. I don't know. Sakurai is healthy and doing fine now, working healthily this time around. Oh, good. So that's good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I saw, and I didn't get to watch it, but I saw Mario... did I see Mario Party on their website? I went and looked at the, at Nintendo's website to see what they announced at E3, because I missed quite a bit of it. And they're finally giving us a regular course back, it looks like, so that's good. Because whatever the fuck they did at the last game was, like, What are you doing? Like, somebody at Nintendo said, let's put everybody in a car. That's a good plan. That's the Mario Party way. Do it. I had to go back and rewatch the Let's Go presentation too, because I'm still... I don't know. I'm still not feeling Let's Go. I might still buy it anyway. Maybe it'll be something we play on stream, but I'm still not... Well, I don't even know if it's going to have the capability for that, but I don't know. I'm still not off the fence about it, I guess I should say. It's not that I even think it looks bad, because there's a lot of stuff about it that I think looks really good. Just for some reason, I'm not getting the same level of hype for Let's Go as I have for other things. And it feels weird to me, because, like, I feel like I should be excited about it, because I love Pokemon. And it has a lot of things in it that I like. I think that the Go integration could be really cool. Like, there's things about... I think the art style is cute. Like, there's stuff about it that I like. I'm just not that hyped for it, and I don't know why. I feel the kind of same lukewarm feeling towards it that I did for, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I don't really know why. Yeah, I know. Animal Crossing Switch, please. Oh my god, Mario Kart 8 is just great in general. Mario Tennis, Smash, Mario Party, yeah. You guys are, by the way, I'm not saying the game looks terrible and that you guys are weird for thinking that it looks good. It looks good, I'm not as hype as everybody else is about it, and I don't really know why. So if you guys are excited for it, I'm totally down for you guys to be excited for it, because, like, please, be excited for me. Let your hype flow. Oh. Just because I'm not hype about Pokemon Let's Go does not mean that you can't be hyped for it. It's the next step on your Pokemon Go journey. I mean, yeah. Sure. You're not wrong. I'm gonna name this Earth. Yeah, I want to see a little bit more of it, I guess. I'll probably still buy it, if I'm honest. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm still kind of at that point where, like, if I wanted to go out and catch Gen 1 Pokemon, I would just play Pokemon. Like, you know, But maybe there's there's lots of other features in it that look really cool, so I guess we'll see. I definitely want to see more of it. Free Mew if you get the companion Pokeball thing. Yeah, for, like, what, 60 fucking bucks? No thanks. I have a Mew. I'm good. I actually have several Mew, so I'm in. I'm fine. They're not legit doesn't mean I don't have them. Wonder if they'll find a way to translate stats. I can get my perfect Steelix from Pokemon Go into Gen 8 at some point. That would be dope. Pogo actually requires putting on pants and going outside. Not if you fucking use a spoofing thing, which I haven't actually used since I got softbanned last time, so still, you don't have to go outside. This whole week, I've spent the week just, like, occasionally opening Pokemon Go while I'm sitting inside and just hoping something cool is in the parking lot. I wear a dress, but then I'd have to shave my legs, says you. I've had several days where I just didn't shave my legs. Like, I got to work and I was wearing my long work pants, and then I changed into shorts so that I could go on a walk at lunch without, you know, melting. And, just... as I was changing into those pants, I was looking at my legs going, wow, you haven't shaved in, like, a week. Oh, well. Is my softband over? Oh, yeah, that ended, like, 2 days before the Mareep event. So that was good and lucky. But, yeah, softband. Fun. And then I got softband again for no reason. I actually think the reason was because I caught, like, 100-something Pokemon in, like, an hour. But, you know. I really want to get a Mojo, that's how it's spelled, but I don't have the extra $300. What's a Mojo? I don't know what a Mojo is. What I really need... Alright, here's the true thing that I need. I need them to put Shiny Quagsire in Pokemon Go. Like, yesterday. Please, and thank. Give me my pink boy. Or girl. Give them to me. Go hard or go home. Shaving can wait when you have Pokemon to nab, right? Fucking cares you got hairy legs when you have a shiny Kyogre. I don't have a shiny Kyogre. This Pokemon. I shave literally 5 minutes later, need to shave again. Yep. I had to stop getting lady razors because lady razors make me break out. And then my legs just look horrible, so I now I use a guy razor. I use a men's razor. Some guy at my local Discord got 3 shiny Kyogre in a single day. Jesus. Had Pokemon Go up, walked outside, and left your phone on the counter. Yes. Or a good ladies one will do too. I don't. There's not too many places around me that have like decent quality ones. So Harry's razors. Oh yeah, I've heard they're really good. I think I have like a regular, just like Chick Hydro Mint razor or something. I don't remember. One of those like generic sounding ones. Stealth Pro Ninja Glide Plus. I actually thought about trying the Harry's razor thing, which also quality pun. Walk back in and it's still sitting on the counter. Good job. You did your best. So, now that my Pokédex is full in Pokemon Go, like, there's no Pokemon that I've caught everything that's, like, regional. You know, like, anything I don't have is something that's, like, I have to go to fucking Africa to get it. You know, like, I can't get the rest of it. Like, I have all regionals left. I don't know what Pokemon to walk. Like, my instinct tells me to... Ha, that was a pun that I accidentally made. I'm Team Instinct. My instinct tells me to walk Quagsire, because I fucking love my Quagsire. But at the same time, I feel like that's a waste of my walking Pokemon, and that maybe I should go with something like, you know, one of my legendaries. But I've also been walking my Mewtwo, and he takes like 8 million years to, like, literally get anything. It has the moving too fast notice up. I love that notice. That used to happen to me all the time when I was at Babies R Us, rather, because I would be sitting at the furniture desk with the app running, just so that, because the Wi-Fi was really bad at our store, so I would just sit with my app open while I worked, and it would just count my steps for my, for my eggs. But then occasionally it would be like, "You're moving too fast," and I'm like, "I'm literally sitting here. The phone is literally sitting on the counter. What are you doing?" I'm walking Whalmer in case they make it an objective for another mythical quest. Oh, that's a good point. Do I walk something with, like, something that's useful? Yes, exactly. Yeah. What's everybody's team in Pokemon Go? Do you guys play? A couple of you play. The team instincts around here are kind of ridiculous. We're very big on dabbing, apparently. Apparently, Instinct is all about dabbing. I don't fucking know what's going on. Don't ask me things. I've never dabbed. Valor? Wobblu's another good one, yeah. Play for yellow team dabs. Valor's fine. I know a lot more Valor than I do, Mystic. There's kind of this, like, and it's not the team specifically, and it's not like, oh, anybody who's Mystic is the worst. But, like, there's kind of this, at least in West County, there's this, like, kind of stigma against, Mystic a little bit. Just because there's, like, a couple people that take the game way too seriously. And, like, one person on the local, Mystic team actually called the cops on an Instinct player because she was about to take the gym. Like, a friend of mine. You know, she was gonna take the gym that she had just taken, and so she called the cops and said that she was being stalked by my friend. And, like, the cops were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But they came and talked to her, and, like, so, like, there's this, like, and that kind of thing happens a lot. That's not the first time that this particular Mystic player has ever done that. So, like, the local Instinct group does have a little bit of a bias against Mystic, but it's not like if you come up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm Team Mystic, they're gonna be like, well, fuck you, get out of here. You know, they kind of side-eye you a little bit for a minute until they figure out that you're not, like, the crazy lady. Yeah, she said there was one time that she went to take a gym, and this other Mystic player was nearby and came up to her and started yelling at her, and when my friend wouldn't leave, she, oh, it's off me coat. I think I pronounced that wrong. Thanks for the follow, and I just realized that the Steve is on the wrong layer. But thank you for the follow. Where's the follow? Down here. Get below the over. But yeah, so that happened. Like I said, it's kind of more of this, like, if we know you're from Mystic, like, and when I say we, I mean, like, some of the Instinct players that have had to deal with this particular player, like, they'll kind of side-eye you a little bit for a second until they figure out that, like, you're not, like, that person or the people that are like her in the local group, because there's, like, a small group of them that are, like, way too intense like that. We do need to get a new stat counter goal. In fact, I think the stat counter might even be broken right now, because it's, like, 300, still 300. In fact, let's do that real quick. What should our next goal be? What should we... I don't even know what to do for like, a reward for that. Yes, that's... I don't remember what I named it, or if I even named it at all. 420. You always want 420. Oh, now it updated. Alright. I just kind of want to do something to celebrate us hitting the schedule, you know, hitting the amount I put, but... Oh, hey, Cloudbread's still up. Oh, what should our new goal be? Wanna do 500? 420 is kind of close. It's only 120 away. For all 300 followers' favorite Pokemon. 300 Pokemon, Flugly. Although, 500's only 200 away. Which I guess only is not a good word to use. Only the subs, because then it's less. Yeah, but it's to celebrate having followers, not just subs. You know, like people like you, Lily, that... You guys are all about that 420. Do we get ambitious and go for 1,000? Let's pop a 500 up there, I guess. I'll pop a 500 up there for right now. Just to have something different. But yay, we did the follower goal thing. I think we'll do 500 for now. It's a little less than half, but a little less than twice, rather. It's also another, like, nice round number. So, hooray! But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to come up with something to do to celebrate hitting our goal. What about a Pokemon trainer Lotto holding a thank you sign for 300? Yeah, there you go. Maybe I'll just draw something for you guys. It'll be like a thank you note sort of deal. That bad boy, and this bad boy in there, and it updated. Sweet. All right. Next goal is ready to go. Hooray! Look at all the love in the chat. Oro, what's up? Finished drawing your icons. Sweet. Very nice. Very nice. Draw the artist. All the ideas that I would have for something to do for you guys is all stuff that we kind of already do. You know, like my first thought is like, oh, let's celebrate by having a movie night. But we already do movie night. You know, let's celebrate by doing free sketches, but we already do free sketches. Maybe we could do, maybe what I could do is, I could do free sketches, we could do like a sub-sketch kind of night, but instead of doing sketches just for the subs, it's sketches for everybody. Maybe that's what we do? And for, maybe like on a Saturday or something, we could do that. Or a raffle for a full commission piece, I could do that too, yeah. That's usually what I do, that's what I was doing my raffles on Tumblr for. It was like, when I hit a certain goal, I did a raffle for, like when I did my 300 follower goal on Tumblr. When I hit that goal, I did a raffle for 3 commission slots. It was 2 headshots and a full body. And then if you wanted to, like, upgrade it, you could pay extra to upgrade it, but... Can we choose the toppings? Oh, we could have a pizza party where we watch IRL make a pizza. Where we watch IRL make a pizza, but there's the twist, we get to choose the toppings of any variety. Oh god. So, that sounds like a great idea, except that we would literally not be able to put tomatoes on the pizza because I would never be able to eat it. Like, first of all, we would just have to be like, nope, toppings gone. Celebrate getting 500 followers, I do 1 stream with facecam. Except, you know, spoiler alert, I don't have a webcam, so that wouldn't really work out so well. We don't have to make it edible, we can just do it for the memes. How funny would that be if I could get a face rig of an axolotl? Honestly, the only reason I don't have face cam is because I just don't feel like I need it. I think the only thing you guys would gain out of me having face cam, like personally, I think the only thing from me that you gain is that, like, during some of the Pokemon streams, I could stare blankly into the camera after we run into another legendary Pokemon, or after a Pokemon has used an invasiveness raising move for the 8th time. That's like the only and to show off my cat. That's like literally the only reason that you guys need a face cam for me. I feel like I don't, not even because like, oh, I feel like I'm ugly, you know, it's like I just feel like having a face cam doesn't do anything extra for me, so I just don't want to. I've been debating having face cam. Yeah. The thing is like, I feel like it would take up too much space on my layout, too. That's just like one more box to put on the screen. Steve already takes up way too much space. It makes sense for reacting to bomb. So actually, that's another reason I thought about, like, so just a side note also, there's a couple games on my computer that I want to try. I have a game called Lurking. I think that's what it's called. It looks really good, but it's also a sound-based game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. You're basically like a blind, I think you're supposed to be like a blind character, so everything is dark and the whole game is black, but if you like make a sound either with your microphone, or if you don't have a microphone, then there's like an in-game key for it, I think, but like every time you make a noise, it sends out almost like echolocation, and it's like a horror game, and I wanted to play it because it looks really cool, but I feel like me sitting quietly in the dark is not really commentating that much because I don't want to get caught by a monster does not make for a good stream. So I thought about maybe doing like face cam only for games that are serviced by having it. So like a game like Lurking, where it would be really good if I could stare into the camera at you guys while we're hiding from a monster. Or like one other game I saw, I don't want to play the second one, but the first Welcome to the Game looks really good. It's kind of like a resource management sort of thing, I think. That looked really cool. And like, but like again, if I were to play that, I would want to do it with face cam so that I could look at you in terror. So, like, maybe if there's ever, like, games that I want to play that, like, would do better with a face cam, then I'll do face cam, but until then, I feel like I don't need it. I don't know if I need it for art. You thought about doing pencil sketches with a sketch cam. What is a sketch cam? Oh, you mean, like, in real life. Like, actual, like, actually, that's not a bad idea. I like drawing in pen quite a bit, so yeah, we could, like, do that. I don't have a webcam to do for that, but that would be cool. Like, you like to play spooky games. Layers of Fear has a neat story, and I think you'd like it if you haven't played her. Yeah, I've heard Layers of Fear is really good. That's on my list of things to play. Since I removed the game suggestions channel, there have not been as many suggestions for games, which is also fine because I've had more than enough things to play. But yeah, that sounds. I would like that. I think I would like that game. I've only seen parts of it, so you should sketch your face 60 times in a second. No need for a camera. There you go. I spend the whole stream just sketching my face. I actually think it would be really cool to have, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Lorne's stream, Rusty Dagger Alliance. He's got these icons on his stream that, like, as people are talking, the facial expression changes. I don't know if it's, like, according to sound or what, but I think that'd be really cool. You want Axie in 4K? I will do my best. Fast as possible. I don't know, I know some people, like, some YouTubers, people really care about face cam, and so, like, that's like, oh my god, if I hit this many subscribers, I'll do the webcam, face cam thing, but I don't fucking care. If you guys want to see my face, you can literally scroll back up through the Discord, and eventually you'll find a picture of me posing with my cat, because my cat's the cutest fucking thing ever. And sometimes I end up in the picture. Speaking of my cat, I got home from work yesterday, and as I was walking into my house, one of my neighbors was walking out of her house, and Shay yelled at me because I was taking too long to come inside and feed her, and my neighbor was like, oh my god, do you have a cat? And I was like, I do have a cat, would you like to come say hello to her? And she came over, and, like, Shay was so torn, because she was like, oh, a new person that can pet me. But at the same time, she was also like, okay, you want to pet me, but also please feed me. Okay, but please, okay, maybe you can pet me a little bit. Okay, but please feed me. I'm starving. Like, it was really funny. She was, like, not sure what to do. She wanted new friend to say hello to her, but she also wanted to, bed. Pretty great. There was some face masking tracking thing you could get on Steam. Interesting. I don't know a dang thing about it. This is taking 800 years. Mostly because I'm going into real big detail, and he's also made of big rock. Big rock dragon thing. I got it for Fev because she needed to be a bird. That's fair. Needing to be a bird is fair. Ugh. So much rock. So little time. I don't know. Do you think he needs the little root beard? Yeah, I could give him. I don't really know what I was thinking here either. Like, I don't know how to draw roots. I was kind of thinking how, like, you know, like, when you see pictures of, like, plants pulled up out of the ground and their roots are, like, all over the place. That's kind of what I was thinking for that, but I won't do it. Mostly because I don't like doing it. I also don't know that he necessarily needs a root beard. Hey! What? That's literally your job. Shouted hey, and I was confused. I'm making a root imaging system for a plant pathology lab. That's actually really cool. What do you do for a living, Kale? Other than be Kale. Are you like an engineer of sorts? Is that why you're making a root imaging system? Have you ever seen the video? I'm gonna ask you like 8 questions all at once. Have you seen the video that was rolling around on Tumblr for a little while of like the really nihilistic guy who grew a salad in a tub of water? Because that was just an epic journey. That was just incredible. You suffer? That's what you do for a living? That's good. Suffering is good. I also suffer. Who knew that you and I were in the same field? Spoiler alert, we all suffer. You did not see tub salad? Oh my god, I'm gonna just... Incredible. Salad. Oh god. Look up Jeb Gardner. Gardner ignores. In fact, I'll put it in the Discord. I don't know if you're in the Discord, but I'm gonna post this in the Discord. There's like this really crazy nihilistic music over top of it, and it's incredible. Just I'm so ready. General chat. Bam. Done. Watch that. It's incredible. The dude literally gets like a regular plastic tub, and like pokes holes in the top of it and just fills it with water and just grows like lettuce and like a beet or a radish rather and like carrots. He just grows all this stuff inside like a tub of water. It's incredible. I'm a self-taught programmer, technically not an engineer, as that is protected job title like doctor or lawyer, but I design and build stuff too. Actually, I didn't know that. Cool. I didn't know that was a special title. It's interesting. So yeah, if you guys ever want a good laugh, watch that video. Huh. Is there a reason why that's like a protected job title? In some states, Oregon sued a guy for coming over from Europe calling himself an engineer. Interesting. Can you imagine getting sued by the entire state of Oregon? How much does your day have to suck to get sued by literal Oregon? Just the whole state. I know that's a thing that can I know that's a thing that can happen. I'm just saying how bad must your day suck if you're one of the people that happens to you. Liability. I guess that's true. You are building structures and things. You are designing things that humans will use. I suppose that makes sense. Take that, Europe. You're not my dad. Actually, another good thing, if you just need a laugh and you like Steven Universe, look up go on Tumblr and search the tag White Diamond on Tumblr. The White Diamond memes are incredible. If you just need a good laugh and you like Steven Universe, look that up, because it's so good. I'm so ready for White Diamond to be nothing like what people are saying they're gonna be like. It's just, I'm so ready. I tried to make transparent soil so we could get 360-degree roots of growing. That's really cool. I can't even begin to imagine what the process for that must be like. I am not all caught up on Steven Universe. Well, what I just said is not a spoiler. Just so you know, that's not a spoiler. Because she's definitely not here yet. I'm just saying, like, if you need a good laugh. But also thank you for letting me know that, because I won't continue talking about it. As if everyone here has seen it. Also, you should catch yourself up, like, right now. You should just leave the stream, go watch, like, the 11 minutes of Steven Universe, and watch it. I don't know how far behind you are. I have such a love-hate relationship with that show. I want to like it so bad. As it's written... The lore is so good, it's just so badly paced. Just leave the stream on in the background, just leave. 11 minutes. Yeah, the 2 most recent episodes are 11 minutes each, I think they were. So it's like 20 minutes total. So... I actually just totally skipped the episode with Lapis. I went right for the next one because I was spoiled. It was spoiled for me. I saw it on Tumblr and I was like, oh shit, I have to watch that episode right now. And I watched it at work when everyone was yeah, so, I don't know. So good. Last episode I remember was the one with Sadie's song. Ooh, I don't know how far away that is. I don't know. Well, alright, then maybe don't run away right now and watch it. Just catch up ASAP. Catch yourself up. Get yourself ready to go. Because it is fucking amazing. Sort of. It's like a box of parts, and you're all like, wow, there's some makings of some good stuff here. And then you just watch the parts sit there. And also there's Lion. Yes. Yeah, I like the aesthetic a lot, and I like some of the characters. I think some of the characters are really well written. I really like Pearl. I really like Garnet. Amethyst is fine. She doesn't bother me as much as I think she bothers some people, but she's fine. You know, Steven is fine. He's better now that the story has progressed and he's actually like a human. He's like a real person. He's just not like an annoying, like, Adventure Time ripoff character. You know, like, at least he's a person now. Like, the diamonds are really cool. I agree with Kale's. I agree with Kale's assessment that it's like there's so much makings of a good story, and some parts of it are really good. It's just, oh my god, the pacing is so bad. And it's not even that the pacing is bad because of the upload schedule. The upload schedule is garbage. And that's not their fault. I know that's not the crew's fault. I get that. But, like, I don't know. I want to like it, guys. I want to like it so bad. I can't. There was an episode recently. It wasn't the most recent one. It was an episode I was really excited for the premise to happen, and it finally happened, and it was, like, so forced and awkward, and I was just like, guys. Some episodes could be much better, yeah. The other thing is like, there's some stuff, like, they spent, like, a whole 4 episodes on the whole going to Homeworld thing, but then, like, the most recent plot twist, they spent, like, 11 minutes on. Like, really? This particular plot point that I am referencing, that if you have seen the episode, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Why did you not spend, like, a 30-minute episode on it? What's up, Stoic? This thing is dragon. It's the Earth Eater. It's a dragon. Yeah, Stoic, yeah, I'm kind of ragging on it a little bit just because I want it to be so much better than it is. I really like Steven Universe, and I will continue to watch it until it's done. And there's so many elements about it that I really like. And it's just so... The pacing is my least favorite part about the show. The pacing almost ruins it for me, but not quite, because the aesthetic is really cool and the characters are really well written. So, yeah, I think I don't know why I went on that rant. I don't know where that rant in particular came from, but that's how I feel about Steven Universe. In case you were curious, none of you asked, but now you know that I like Steven Universe, but sometimes it makes me mad. And to express to you how much I don't hate the show, I just get frustrated, I have a poster of Garnet in my hallway immediately outside of the office, and I also have Garnet on a t-shirt. So if you need any reason to understand that I like the show for real, I do have merchandise. I like the show enough to buy merchandise. It irks me, is a good way to put it, I think. I know what the last episode I saw, what it was with... Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, you know what the last episode I saw was the one with It's Over, isn't it? Wow, okay. Pretty's actually really far behind. You are so far behind. Luckily, it'll take you a total of, like, 1 hour to catch up, because the episodes are, like, 11 minutes long, so... When you have time, you should catch up, because it's pretty alright. It came from a good place. You thought it could be more. It could be. And I have not watched Star vs. the Force of Evil, no. I've seen, like, parts of it. It didn't really interest me that much, if I'm honest. It looked fine. It looked like it was pretty alright. But no, I didn't really watch it. I can deal with the pacing myself. It comes to other people's works. I try not to overthink it, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It doesn't, like, bother me to like I said, it doesn't bother me to the point that I don't want to watch it anymore, but, like... There was an episode like I said, there was an episode recently, not the most recent one, but there was an episode recently that I had been, like, ever since they introduced those particular characters, I was like, oh, I can't wait for the homeworld gems to meet them, and oh, this is gonna be so cool. And then it just wasn't. I was trying to be vague, and I wasn't. Sorry, pretty. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything. It didn't ruin the big plot twist, so, you know, there's that. I just got back from watching The Gardener Who Sold His Soul. I have learned that life truly has no meaning. Oh, you actually went and watched it right now. Good. I'm glad you did. Isn't he incredible? Alright, let me ask you guys a question. How do you guys feel about his tail? Do you like his tail? There's a time where I got caught up and then they made more and I was immediately overwhelmed. Yeah. I'm not gonna remember this, I'm stoned. Oh, Jesus. Okay, pretty. You do your best. Oh, yeah, let me pump that back up a minute. Boop. He's got like a funny little like pinecone mountain tail. I wasn't sure how I felt about his tail. I almost felt like maybe I should make it like droopy, like an actual tail. Stubby, but so is his head, so it works. Can you spike it out more, maybe? I like it being pinecone-y. Okay, yeah. My other thought was to make it like almost like droopy rock, but maybe that doesn't fit him. Maybe it makes him like too dinosaur-y. I kind of like these like a little bit pinecone-y. I like droopy tails because they're fun to draw. Here, I'll show you guys my other dragons. There they are. Beautiful. See you later, Trixel. Have a good night. Oh, Kale, thanks for the biddies. Need that, Lottle. Let Droopy Tails do what's good in between, though. Maybe like well, here, let me finish his feet. Let me finish his. I wish I could show you guys like half the shit I work on at work, because I made some stuff today that I was really proud of, and it's never gonna hit the shelves. Like, we're never gonna actually finish the project, but god, does it look cool. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, conveniently do a project really similar to it at home just so I can draw the thing again. I only do it to grow your power. Yes, excellent. Like Pokemon Go. More axolotl candy. Gotta get me to my max seat. A big Ivysaur flower, there you go. Ah, well, thank you for the 1 bit. Okay, so there he is with no tail. Negative tail. My other thought was maybe like, it's got like little ridges here. Ridge, and then like a slightly droopy tail. Like a nub tail, but make it like lower. He looks like a rock dog. He is kind of like a rock dog. He's also dead, but that's not a spoiler, because I already told you guys. Still need to know what he looks like. I could either give him droop tail, multi-segmented rock tail, either do that, or I could give him like almost like plate armor. You're thinking, Stoic? Maybe. that, maybe? Big weapon like a club or an axe or like a platypus tail? Interesting. It would depend on how big or small it is. It's massive. If it's massive, there's probably no need to have a weapon on the end of the tail because it could just step on you. The Earth Eater is definitely huge. This is a very big dragon. You are more than welcome to pet the rock dog, Kale. You go ahead and poop the snoot if you want. So we got little rock nubtail. Got chunky plate tail. Got thin plate. Fortunately, it's hard to see all of them there. Chunky tail. I'm gonna remove everything except for. So we got nubbin pinecone tail. Stubby sort of dinosaur-y tail. Or wedge shelf rock tail. Let me put it to you this way on how big this dragon is. On Noldaru, which is the cat race, they are approximately 8 feet tall, and they just come up to the bottom of, like, if they were to walk up to the skull of this dragon, they would just barely be able to reach, by putting their hand up and reaching up, they would be able to touch the bottom of that tooth. They're huge. This creature is huge. All the Dirks belong to you, you will snuggle them. You're totally an Ascendian. Number 2. Maybe number 2, but with an end of the tail more like this one. 1 pinecone tail. What if I angled pinecone? I just didn't make it so upright. Fill it in with, like... I want it to wag. What if I gave it all 3? I mean, I certainly could. I almost kind of like chunky pinecone tail, but like layered downward. Unfortunately, it looks like it shoots lava out of that pinecone thing. Certainly looks like it could. Pinecone. I'm thinking, I don't know, it's so hard. Why are these all so good? Good question. I have absolutely no idea. I haven't gotten that far. I kind of almost like the shelf rock tail, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with that tail. We talked about how cool Steven Universe was because of potential world building, and I hear you have a world you're building. Is it rad? I am doing my best. I'm gonna try number 3. Let's try number 3, see how it goes. If I don't like it, we'll just erase it and put it back. Try again. We'll try another one. Dig a gigantic hole and fill it with water. Well, so the Veos, they lived with this dragon in their, like, I'm planning on their, on the sheet talking about their, like, religion stuff. I'm gonna post, I'm gonna put a picture of, like, almost like a relief sculpture of this dragon, with a big claw mark through the middle of it to, like, show that they it. I have the whole plan of what it's gonna look like already, but, they kind of lived with this dragon for a long time, and they learned all their, like, the whole reason that they're so brutal and crazy is because of this dragon. Like, it taught them their way of life, but also their code of honor. But at some point, they were like, the dragon kind of goes crazy. You know, he loses his mind. He just starts, you know, smashing through their tunnels, causing earthquakes, you know, lava. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this dragon, like, going nuts all of a sudden? So, they kind of are trying to figure out what to do because their dragon is literally trying to kill them. And so they're like, well, we could totally kill it. Like, let's just kill it and get rid of it. If it's gonna be a problem, then we'll just get rid of the problem. So they do. And they go and kill the Earth Eater. I don't know how they do it yet. I haven't decided. But they kill the Earth Eater. And at that point, they're like, dude, that thing that we thought was like a god, we killed it. So does that mean we're gods? And now the Veos think they're gods. They think that they're like demigods almost, and so they're like super full of themselves. But that's kind of where this dragon plays into the story a little, like the history a little bit. It's about all the history I have for Lorhandel. So if you have any other questions involving the history of my world, I don't have it. But that's about where I got. And I'm getting to that point in the Veos sheet where I can't ignore the fact that I don't know what the dragon looks like, so here we are. It looks like there's a gap, so it would look like each part is floating. Apparently the way to till a Terra-esque is to dig a gigantic hole and fill it with water. Apotheosis? What does that mean? I don't know what that word is. What if, like, the Veos kill it, ironically causing it to choke to death on dirt? Good question. They totally do it on purpose, but ironically is not what that means. I don't know why I said that. The highest point in the development of something... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all I got. His appearance in as Hamlet was at How do you pronounce that word? Like, I'm staring at it going, I actually don't know how to pronounce that. So that's interesting. Hey, look at that dragon. I bet you can't kill it. Okay. Yep, that's them. That's what they did. What's up, Vasher? Apotheosis? Okay. I leveled up. I learned a word today, you guys. Ah, look at me. Are you proud of me? I learned a thing. Yeah, that looks cool as shit. Alright, I'm down. I'm in. Good plan. I'm doing alright, Vasher. We're working on this. I'm scared. Why are you concerned that the axolotl is getting too strong? Too strong? Alright, well that's one of them. I'm actually glad we went with that tail too, because I was kind of worried that the other tail was too much like the dragon from Flight Rising. After I was looking at it for too long, I was like, wait a minute. This one. I grabbed it as reference because I like the colors, but I was trying not to reference it too much for like other things. I was gonna draw the feet like that anyway. I think I'm gonna color it maybe Colossus. Or maybe like that. I kind of like that. I also found that and thought that was pretty fucking cool. Alright, well that's one of them. We did line art for somebody. But a happy little bush on its head, nobody will ever be able to tell. There you go. My problem is that I'm really good at, like, parroting other styles, and so what ends up happening is I sometimes accidentally steal stuff from people. Not because I'm being mean-spirited, but because I literally didn't realize I was copying the thing. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've worked on a design, and then gone on the internet and been like, ah, shit, that's the thing I just drew. Because I didn't think about it. I saw it at one point in my life, and I just drew from it, and then saw it later and was like, fuck, DreamWorks it up. Bring them forward a little bit. So yeah, here's Dragon Friend. Now here's the question. Do I wanna... Do I wanna do line art on another one? I have a half an hour. Never mind, let's not do that. Why is Ryarko's commission taking years? And I finished line art in like a day on this. Give him the weird eyebrow. Yes, DreamWorks eyebrow. Done. I do that with so many things. I programmed my own file transfer thing before I knew there was a standard one. Oh no. Well, I mean, hey, you did a thing, though. I'm darkening these lines to bring this arm forward a little bit, because it feels like it's far back, and now it's up a little closer. I'm also gonna do around his eye, I think. Darken this up a little bit. I tend to accidentally make all my lines the same weight. And in most cases, it doesn't affect my art that much, but since I've gone into such detail on this guy's face, I think I do want to go in and just darken up some lines to push him forward a little bit. See, here's the thing. Here's the secret, Arenas. I'll teach you my secret, right? Secret is you pretend like they're nice and clean and smooth, and then people think that they are. If you zoom out enough, they're nice and clean. The thing is like, if I were to zoom in on any piece of artwork I've worked on lately, I could point out to you all the places where I missed a spot, or the shadow didn't go quite up to the edge, and sometimes I look at my art and I'm like, wow, I wish I didn't suck so much at making things neat, and then I don't care. Like, I don't care enough to fix it. Who's gonna zoom into 500%? Well, that's actually the other thing, right? So this document is currently 300 DPI at like 7,000 by 4,000. So realistically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna shrink this down to a normal people size to put it on the internet, and no one's gonna notice that my lines are all fucked up anyway. So, you know, if I zoom in, like right here, like this line's all fucked up. There's a hole there. There's just a hole, a hole in the line that overlaps there. You know, like if you zoomed in and looked at my art, it's pretty gross looking. But yep, that's all what people see. What people see when they immediately look at it, and that's all I care about. But that's the secret. You just don't you don't worry about it. You just do it anyway. The trick is that you stop caring what other people think. There's plenty of other times to be upset about what people think. That's what anxiety's for. Alright. There he is. Let me grab... I like this guy. Let's try a couple different colors on him. I'm not sure which one I want to go with. I kind of like that dirt brown, but he also lives down in the magma, so I got a couple good references here as far as color goes. I'm gonna go over there. What the fuck your name is? I don't even remember what that one's called. That one. Alright, so let's try some other different let's try some colors. Kind of I feel like this is gonna be like a blue. I really didn't have any concept of what color he was gonna be. I never got that far. Real talk though, dragons with magma below their scales is my jam. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about doing that just because, like... At EAP, we call it the artist problem, being super critical because you know your art so well. Yeah, that's fair. I made my stepbrother cry. He wanted to go to a convention, but he didn't have the money, so I got him a weekend pass. Oh, that's so cool, dude. The best sibling. So I could make him, like... have to just, like, go along the edges. I wasn't really planning to put lava on him, but lava might be kind of cool, so... Actually, his whole underbelly, magma. Magma's kind of like a rock, right? Like liquid rock. Make his whole belly magma. Right? Then wee. Yay, abusive siblings. I don't have any abusive siblings. My siblings are... well. Alright, so option 1. We go for a lava dragon. All nice and... oh, that's not the color I want. All nice and glowy. Obviously make that not look like poop. Right, option number 2. Go with brown. And more brown. Which I'm fine with, because I don't get to use the color brown at work. So, you know, I'd be down to use brown. I could do that one with the lava. I kind of like the idea of the lava being under it. For some reason, my boss really hates the color brown. I'm not allowed to use any dull colors on anything. Like, even if it's like, I am drawing a deer, and the deer needs to be brown because deer are brown, and deer is a thing, like, kids like deer, but I can't make a brown deer. I have to make an orange deer. Like, that's the kind of color palette I have to work with. He is a cartoon character. He's actually, like, super nice. Okay. I'm sort of digging this. So, get some other cool colors in. In case you can't see it, my game is loading because I tried to color on this with a 5,000 pixel brush, so that's fun. I just realized I committed myself to doing this with all of them. which is fun. And not something I wanted to do, really. I just said the game was loading? Oh, well, it is a game. My life is chaos and is also a game, probably, so... Actually, here's what we'll do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Ready? Alright. Open this up. Because I like the gradient scale on... what is this? The... Earthshaker? Is that what his name is? I like the color spread on him, but I don't think I want to go with brown. So let me go with, go with like a blue. Dark blue. And I'll just pull, like, sample colors off him like that. Photoshop isn't a game, right? When it comes to Earth, I'm thinking either the way you're doing it now, where it's brand new Earth, magma seeping out, or it's cooled. Old Earth that's more brown and gray, possibly moss and vegetation. I think moss and vegetation definitely doesn't fit, because he lives underground. Theos all live underground, so I think that doesn't maybe make as much sense, but, down to go for... grays. I think gray and magma makes sense. So here's what I'm gonna do, just to explain my thought process here. I'm gonna color him in, just kind of the way he is. And then, I'll do, like, some color saturation type stuff to, just to dark him up. Mushrooms would be cool. Oh, that's fine, Stoic, yeah. That was my thought, honestly, was, like, to do an earth dragon, it definitely makes sense to put, like, plants on him if he's above ground, but since he's not above ground, he's subterranean. I think going with your other idea of it being, like, new Earth, or that's, like, you know, magma and all that stuff, I think that makes a lot more sense. So, I like your assessment, though. Your breakdown was very helpful. For real. I'm not just saying that. Like, your thought was good. I appreciated your thought. Little mushrooms on his toes. That's a spicy Rhyhorn. Yeah, he is. Spicy boy. What up, Charmander? Axie Artsodal. That's me. That's the one. What's going on, Charmander? How you do? Hopefully you doing okay. I know sometimes you do not okay. I hope today is an okay day. Charmander did his best. I think he did. You're tired. That's good. Tired is okay. You're allowed to be tired. I'm a little tired too. I have a little bit of a headache. But it's fine. We're making it work. You want to draw for the first time in weeks? That's awesome. Suddenly wanting to draw is good. He's got like a little bit of like a Thanos chin going on, and I just realized that. Shiny Kyogre and regular Mewtwo. Hey, that's awesome. Doing the most. I still don't have a shiny Kyogre, so can't go wrong with shiny Kyogre. I'm so behind. It's okay. That happens sometimes. The nice thing about Pokemon Go is that there's always room to catch up. Let's give his color that way, though. By eyebrows, I mean single eyebrow. Just that one eyebrow. And have more than one eyebrow. I make it. What are you thinking about drawing, Charmander? A dog or a saber-tooth gay? Good. Good. Good choice. It sounds like an excellent choice. What's everybody been working on lately? Any of you guys that are artists, what have you guys been working on? Or if you're not an artist, maybe what games have you been playing? Anything you're looking for? How about actually, a good question for the chat in general, since we were talking about E3 earlier. What specific things are you guys hyped for from E3 today? Or this weekend, just from E3. Anything from E3. What are you guys feeling? What stuck out to you at E3? You guys all know Smash was my one. I'm in love. I'm ready. I would have been more in love if we had gotten Animal Crossing or if we had gotten Gen 8 Pokemon. But that's fine. I will do the do. I will be fine. I will live. Smash and Soul Calibur 6. Wolfenstein 3. I didn't get to catch too many of them from, I didn't get to catch too many from the other day. I heard Ubisoft's conference was ridiculous. Playing Monster Hunter World myself, and for E3, there's a lot of cool things going on. Final Fantasy, Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yep, I'm excited about that. I'm sad that it's probably going to be console only for right now, though. Which is expected, but I'm also sad about it. Was Ori 1 only consoles at the start? I don't know. I feel like it was, but I don't actually know for sure. If it comes out on PC right away, that's it. That's fine. I don't know for sure. And considering that Spyro's gonna be probably I don't know for sure on that either, but since Spyro's probably gonna be console only, I'm kind of sad. Because I want to play Spyro, but I don't have a console, so. Working on a Shadowrun character. Cool, cool. Hi, Earthshaker. Yeah, we're using him for color reference, except I color shifted him because I wanted our Earth Dragon to be more of a cool gray instead of a warm gray. So, but I like this dragon's color palette. I like the diversity in the colors, so I thought I'd grab him. Hold on real quick. I'm interested to see where they go with Elder Scrolls 6. I'm not going to get excited about Elder Scrolls 6 until I see more, though. Because right now, we saw a landscape, and we saw a logo that I didn't realize has always been fucked up. So, I'm like, I'm interested. I'm certainly intrigued. And my feeling about most of the video games this year has been, I'm intrigued. That is how I feel. There's a level of intrigue that I am. Everyone currently has my attention. I'm not hype yet, but everyone has my attention. The only person who has my attention right now is Smash. And that's just because it's Smash, and how can you go wrong with Smash? But... can't wait to spend hundreds of hours on a game that isn't great, as I do with every Elder Scrolls game. You're not wrong. I love me some Elder Scrolls, but goddamn are those games rough. Just glorious, horrible nonsense. I'm not prepared to get hyped up for that game until it shows us a little more. What's up with the Elder Scrolls Mobile, by the way? I only saw pictures of it. I didn't actually get to see like what all was happening with that. Seems like an odd decision. First Elder Scrolls I ever played was Skyrim, and after I got my wisdom teeth removed, so I'm betting that no other release will be able to match the drug-induced wonder the game gave me. That is a fair statement. I was not hyped up after getting my wisdom teeth taken out the first time I played Skyrim, but that probably would have made my experience even better. What? I don't see how an Elder Scrolls game can be pay to win, though, if it's not an online game. Or are you talking about Fallout? Because I don't give a shit about Fallout. I've never played a Fallout game, so I have no expectations for anything related to Fallout because I've never played a Fallout game. I'd probably care more if I'd ever played a game, but I haven't, so... I liked the sexy cat and oh, that's right, I asked about the mobile game. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't care about it. I probably won't get it. My phone's honestly probably not even good enough to run a game like that, but... I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot I asked about the mobile version. I skipped right over that. My brain was like, nope, let's talk about regular Elder Scrolls. Let's talk about the good Elder Scrolls. Lily, no offense, but if you don't want to talk about it, then you can go, because I want to talk about it. I'm interested in Elder Scrolls, and I want to talk about it. When I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I remember being so sad that my cat wasn't snuggling me, and it turned out that my cat was snuggling me, but he was being too aggressive. So my friend, who was taking care of me, had to pull him away. That's so funny. Oh. Your kitty did know. Your kitty understood. Yeah, I feel like that's my major issue with the fact with trying to put an Elder Scrolls game on mobile. It's like, what's the battery life gonna be like? What are you even gonna do? How are you even supposed to play an Elder Scrolls game on mobile? I can barely play it on a PC. I really want to play Oblivion. I've actually not gotten to play Oblivion. My first and only Elder Scrolls game was Skyrim, and I enjoyed it. It was buggy and just awful as shit, but it was so good. Probably gonna pretend that it wouldn't crash every 4 minutes, right? Croc, what's up? Alright, I think those are some good colors, so let's grab some worms. Chuck those in there. I got like a minute. Every Elder Scrolls game is buggy. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that as like, hey, this, I'm not saying it's like, you know, oh, it might be actually okay. Every Elder Scrolls game is awful, and but that's the love. That's the kind of the call, isn't it? Isn't that why everyone plays Elder Scrolls? Not because it's good, but because it is buggy garbage. I would hope that a simple mobile game would be bug-free. Depends on how much of a simple mobile game it is. IMO. Bethesda, is it a bug or a feature? Yes. That's it. Go Bethesda. Sure they could pull off a mobile game. I'm sure it wouldn't be the exact same thing. I'm interested to see how they handle it, for sure. I mean, who knows? You know? Who fucking knows? I want to see more about it. Like, I haven't really gotten a chance to, like, look and see what all gonna be in it, you know? A man isn't halfway sticking out of a wall with his leg meat jiggling in 4 dimensions. It's not a Bethesda game. Yep. The case in point, Wall of Blood. Hall of Blood, rather. One of my favorite things to ever happen to me in an Elder Scrolls game. And by an Elder Scrolls game, I mean that one particular game. Hall of Blood. Hall of Blood was glorious. Hall of Blood was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I have no idea, just the game, just, oh my god. I know I've told you guys Hall of Blood. If anyone hasn't heard it and would like to hear it, I would be happy to share once more. I have not. Okay, well, here we go. Hall of Blood. So, Hall of Blood is the tale of one time that I went inside of a bandit cavern. So I was wandering around in the fields outside of, I think it was Whiterun, and I found a bandit cavern. And I went inside the bandit cavern, and I was like, cool, treasure. We'll get some treasure. Great. I need money. No, I didn't need money. I just wanted money. So we went inside I went inside this bandit cavern, right? And I'm sneaking around, you know, I'm stealthy bow friend. You know, I'm walking around, and I got my bow out. And I'm sneaking, and I'm shooting people, but every now and then, it's just like, every now and then there's a bandit. Nothing, no big deal. So I get to this little hall. I'm gonna call it a hall. I get to this little hall, and the hall is literally the width of my character. Like, I've never seen a hallway in this game that's been that small, but it's just like this little channel through the rock. And so I'm like, okay, I'm sneaking down this little tiny narrow passageway. That's weird. All right. Round the corner. And I end up in like a big dining room with a big long table and all this food and everything. And I'm like, okay, there's a guy sitting at the table. He's got his back to me. That's fine. There's like two people up by the wall. You know, they're chilling in the corner doing their thing. I don't know what they're up to, but they're there. That's fine. They can be there. And then there's like a guy patrolling. So there's maybe like four. There's like 4 people in the room. There's like the 2 guys at the table and the 2 guys up on the hill. So I'm like, okay, I could take them. So I draw my bow and I stealth shoot the guy sitting at the table in the back of the head. And it turns out that the guy sitting at the table with his back to me is the bandit chief. And the bandit chief immediately gets up. And I don't know if you guys know this, and maybe it was just that one dungeon or something, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure if you attack the chief, all the other bandits get pissed. So, immediately, every bandit in the entire cave, for the rest of the cave that I had not gone through, comes running down the hallway. They're suddenly all in the dining room, swarming towards me. They've all seen me now because I shot the chief in the back of the head with an arrow and didn't kill him. So every bandit has come to his aid. They now all know where I am, and I backed the fuck up. I went back in my little narrow tunnel. I was like shooting arrows at him as they're coming at me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. There's like 10 bandits in this hallway. What is happening? I panicked, and I hit Fusroda. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't shooting my arrows fast enough. I could not get my weapon to swap because I was panicking. So I just hit Fusroda. I just dragon shouted at them. And I cannot properly explain to you the physics of that situation. The 7 to 10 bodies that were in that hallway with me, I can't believe a single one of them didn't clip out of the wall. They went everywhere, but the hallway was only as wide as my character, so they were just going everywhere, smacking off of each other. I killed every single one of those bandits with a Fusroda, and all the collision damage of them hitting everything and hitting each other as they were ricocheting around the hallway. And when it was all said and done, I had lost about half my health from the residual damage of things hitting me, and literally the whole hallway was coated in the blood texture. There was not a single piece of wall in that hallway that was not blood textured. It was amazing. And that's the Hall of Blood story. Story of the time that I accidentally killed 7 bandits because I was panicking in a hallway and screamed them to death. So, there you go. Ragdoll physics saved my life, apparently. I'm a bit less stressed out about real-life stuff because I figured out an error in the thing I did. Yay! You're back! And slightly less anxious is better than still anxious. Yeah, so that's my story. That's probably my favorite thing that's happened in Elder Scrolls literally ever. The vampire lady that you get in Dawnguard's pretty great, too. Just in general, because she likes to hit me with ice bolts. And even though she's squishy as fuck, even though she can't die, she's still a little squish monster, and she just gets herself murdered by everything. So that's fun. Old topic, my friend just sent me a thing about Ori, and according to him, it should be on PC. Yes! Oh, we can so play it. I'm down, man. I'm glad that your friend confirmed that for us, because I wasn't sure. I'm pretty sure Spyro's only gonna be on... is gonna be only on, PC at first, though. Or not PC, console, rather, at first. That one I'm pretty sure of. Have to undo it. Not having anxiety. Hey, I didn't say we didn't have anxiety. I said that slightly less anxiety is good. Slightly less was the exact wording I used. That's what makes a Bethesda game a Bethesda game. It can be glitchy sometimes, but damn, does it give you some stories, right? I wish I knew what not having anxiety was like. Life would be a lot easier if I wasn't anxious all the time. Still screaming, by the way. In case you were curious, I'm still internally screaming. Alright, let's get some yellow in these little cracks here. Edges and junk, I think, would be good. Life is pain, yes. You know that game, Life is Strange? Nope, not Life is Strange. Life is Pain. That's the next new game by whoever the fuck made that game. Fun fact, that's another game I don't know absolutely anything about. You talk to someone about how my anxiety is because I'm less anxious about stuff because personal reasons and I can't do shit about it until tomorrow. That's fair. I mean, if you wanna PM me, you're more than welcome. I don't know how helpful I'll be, but you're more than welcome to PM me if you just need to, like, vent. I'm not good at advice, but I'm good at listening. That is, or if you want to talk about it now, although I'm gonna end the stream in a minute, so maybe not now, but if you ever need to talk, you are more than welcome to message me. Okay with that. Because I get that, man. Anxiety's hard. The idea that there's people in the world who don't have anxiety is weird. Like, true crippling anxiety, I mean. How the heck did it get to be 11 o'clock? Right? That's my life. I'm gonna finish up this yellow, I think, and then... Good. Out. I just want to remove the yellow from the top of the arm because I only want it coming out from under. So fun fact, this wasn't at all what I thought this dragon was gonna look like, and I love it. So I'm glad that you guys were here to give me some thoughts because I'm really liking how this is coming out, and I definitely want it to look like this, so that's like excellent. This creature's looking pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Croc. This is one of the alpha dragons from my fantasy world that I'm building. He's the dragon god sort of thing of the earth. And by god, so gods in Lore Hondel are kind of weird because I don't really want to talk about whether or not gods are real in Lore Hondel or not. So the sort of concept behind any quote-unquote god creature is that there's some logical explanation for their existence. Like, the god status was created by the people who worship them. So, in the case of the Earth Eater, it's just this big alpha dragon that the Essenians saw as being this big creature that should be revered, and so they kind of refer to it as a god dragon, even though it's just any dragon. It's like a dragon. It's just a big, strong dragon kind of deal. I didn't like the idea of putting a real, actual deity in my world, so I didn't. That gets a little complicated. There's a race that I'm thinking about keeping, because it seems kind of important that I keep it. That's gonna make that ideology a little bit complicated, but it's fine. We'll make it work. I haven't gotten that far yet, so. God as in it's powerful and old enough to make someone think it's one. Yes, exactly. They might not actually be real gods, but it's close enough. You know, somebody would definitely mistake it for it. Or a culture might build their whole religion around that creature. Or in the case of, like, the Jadoa, I never really go into detail on whether or not the Jadoa's gods are even real. You know, I just don't talk about it, you know. In the case of this particular religion that surrounds these dragons, I do have the physical dragons in the world, but Jadoa, I just don't talk about it. But, like, the idea of a deity has changed over time. Back before Elohim gods were weaker and more varied. It's pretty hot. Would you say that he's on fire? I'm gonna go to bed. Basically, the species in a world holds up dragons. I just think they're neat. Yes, exactly. He's all glowy and cherry red. Yes. Yeah, okay, this wasn't at all what I thought this dragon was gonna turn out looking like, but like, oh my god. No, I am actually gonna go to bed, but I was teasing a little bit just because I've gotten to the point where I'm tired enough to make bad puns, so that means it's time for me to go get some Z's. But I think I'm pretty pleased with him so far. I'm glad I decided to do this tonight instead. I don't think my heart would have been in it if we were doing commissions, so I'm glad we're doing this tonight. We'll do commissions on Thursday. I don't know if I'm gonna shade him. Probably should. But I don't really want to. I might just leave it flat like this. I just needed, like, a color palette. I just needed to know what his color palette was, so. That's Earth Eater. So, we can work on, Sky Sealer and Abyssal Serpent some other night when I need something to do that isn't commissions. I'm probably gonna kill myself on stream while we do Sky Sealer, though, because I really just, I'm staring at it right now, and I really just don't ever want to look at those wings ever again. So, I spent, like, 2 hours on that dragon just because of the wings. Like, I just spent the whole time I was working on it, like, help. Why are wings the worst thing ever? And then we'll have to have a stream one of these nights where I just design a whole bunch of dragons for the Ascenians to have as pets. Yeah, the wings came out good. I just wanted to die a little bit while I was working on them. We have to come up with dragon designs for the Ascenians. There's only one. No dying in the pool. Ugh, fine. I won't. Alright. You've convinced me. I won't drown. Promise. Yeah, because I only have one dragon for the Ascenians so far. I don't even have a name for it. I just have, like, a vague idea of what its design is. Dying is bad for your health? I feel like it is. Oh yeah, it might also be against the terms of service. Is it against the terms of service? I'm gonna look that up. Hey, Pretty, there's a question for you. Is it against Twitch TOS to smoke weed on stream? Alright, well, it does not seem... Does not seem like it's on the TOS, but I don't know. It's only against the TOS if it's illegal where you live. Oh, wait, no, I'm teasing. Okay. It was a joke for Pretty 420 because Pretty 420 is always talking about weed. Every now and then I see weed jokes on Tumblr now, and it just makes me think of Pretty. I just laugh. It just makes me get... Coco's the best. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed for real, actually. You guys could do whatever you want. Your body. Fuck, you can do heroin if you want. I don't care. Well, I do care. I don't want you to die from heroin. But, like, it's your body and your choice, so I'm not gonna, like... Don't do heroin, is what I'm saying. Please don't do it. I love you guys too much for you to do heroin. Please don't. In the end, it's your decision, but maybe don't. Your lovable artsy axolotl does not want you to do hardcore drugs, but if you want to smoke weed, that's fine. or don't listen to me. I'm not your mom. Gaunt's rolled in as I'm talking, as I'm telling you guys not to do heroin. Do the responsibly. Yes, please be responsible. I think I should go take some ibuprofen and go to bed because now I'm like loopy because my head fucking hurts. The point is, don't do drugs unless it's weed because weed's not that bad for you. I don't know. I don't know. I've never done weed either. Pretty 420 can tell you more about that than I could. Hi! Welcome to me giving a random and very confusing PSA about drugs. Dragon Wings showed up just for that. Here, I'll show you guys real quick before I leave. Nobody's around for me to go raid, so... let me just show you guys real quick what we worked on. We worked on... Go to drugs and don't do school. Exactly. All of you hand over your drugs to me. Yes, everyone give your drugs to Gaunts. I love you guys and I don't want you to die of a drug overdose. That's why we're talking about this. So don't die of a drug overdose. I want you to keep coming back so I can keep talking to you. And if you do drugs, then I can't talk to you anymore. So that's my logic. That's what we worked on today. We worked on this dragon. I'm gonna change the topic because I don't have anything else to say on that. Alright, we worked on this dragon. He's good. I don't know if I'm gonna shade him. I kind of don't feel like it, so I'm probably not going to. The level of which I feel like doing something is pretty indicative of how done it's gonna get, and I don't feel like working on this anymore, so it's done. This is it. Oh, yes. Yes, Kuro's rule is no dying in the pool. Definitely don't die in the pool, guys. I should make that a channel rule. Don't die in the pool. And then I'm gonna work on, oh geez, come back. And then, I don't know, one of these days I'll work on the other dragons, but that's, and we also changed his tail. That was one of the big things we did. We made his tail more dragony, and less, it's more dragony and less pine cone. So. Doing the most. I gotta go through the Veos species sheet and, like, actually plan what's gonna be on the rest of the pages so we can get them finished, because if not, cut this whole, put in a thing. There you go. Next. So these little motherfuckers over here killed this big motherfucker. Proved that they could, and they did. So yeah, that's all I got. Dragons, snakes, Zergs and snakes. At some point, we gotta finish this page. Maybe we'll do that sometime in the next couple weeks. We'll finish up this page because I only have a couple things to do on it. And I filled all the information in the other day just to do it. I was up kind of late and couldn't sleep, so I decided to type in all the information. I feel like I need one more piece of etiquette for the bottom box just to fill the space, but we'll get there when we get there. So, I'm gonna plan out ahead of time so we can do this sheet, which is the sheet with the religion and the traditions and stuff on it. I think I can fit all the stuff about the Earth Eater up here, and then I can just put all their traditions down at the bottom. So I think this page won't change too much, so we'll do that one of these nights. But for right now, I think I'm gonna do commissions on Thursday, just get these two. I got too much to do, you guys. Etiquette, Veos love to dab. Probably would. Their etiquette is mostly don't kill each other unless it was explicitly said that this is a fight to the death, and also maybe don't pick on the other races. Because, like, their logic is, okay, we're great, and the humans and the Essenians and the Dodoa, they're fine, you know, they're still good, and they're still valid. We're just better than them. They're not, like, full Hitler, where, like, they don't think that, like, you know, where Hitler didn't think the Jews were real people. Like, they're not, like, full on that. It's more like, oh, look at the human, it's so cute. Oh, it's doing its best. You know, like, oh, like, they're like, they look down on them a little. Yeah. No, I'd love if you could stop by, during the beginning of the stream, Daydreams. I start at 8, oh my god, where are my words? I start at 8 o'clock. Oh, yeah, we talked about this. I think you and I almost stream at the same time. I stream every day except for Friday and Sunday, starting at 8 o'clock Central. 8 o'clock p.m. Central. So, no dabbing in the pool. There you go. If the snakes had arms, they would dab too. I think they would. Yes, dabbing in the pool if you're a Veos. You are correct. So, hopefully you'll catch us around sometime. If anybody is new here, we have a Discord if you'd like to join that. I know Axabottle spit that link out a couple minutes ago, but you're more than welcome to come in. If you're an artist, you can share your art. If you want to talk about E3, where you've got a section for that, all that good stuff. Whatever you want to do, you do you. All right, That's the main deal. You do you. As long as you doing you doesn't hurt anybody else, you do you, man. Or woman, or in between, or neither. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm feeling kind of weird and loopy, and I need to go take an ibuprofen because my neck's fucking killing me, and I've been leaning over this desk for too long. You guys are all the super best. Thank you for hanging out with me. You're super cool. I will see you tomorrow for more Pokemon. I don't remember where we are or what we're doing. I think we just got to Mount Coronet. We got a whole bunch of really wild encounters. We might switch the party around a little bit depending on what you guys are feeling. So tomorrow is Pokemon. It's gonna get crazy. We might name some more Pokemon after people. And yeah, that's it. And then Thursday we'll do something like commissions probably, because I gotta get that shit done. But thanks for hanging out with me. You're all super cool. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.